What's good YouTube? It's your boy Jeff. In this video, I'm gonna give you 8 tips to make sure your ultimate game is on point in Marvel Rivals. Tip number 1. Ideally, you should always use your ultimate in Marvel Rivals to counter specific enemy ultimates. Your ultimate is your trump card. If you can, you always want to have it on hand so you can counter the enemy's trump card, because most of the time, if you can't, then the fight is lost. However, there are exceptions, like if you're on support, you might have to save your team during intense fights in the neutral or initiate a push because sometimes your team is getting diffed too hard and will be stuck. Initiating a fight with your support ult is not ideal, but it will at least give the weaker team a fighting chance. But if you can, you should always let the enemy commit their own ultimate first. This is especially the case with support ult, as it means your support ult will last longer. Tip number 2. Make sure your team is with you. For offensive ult, use them when teammates are nearby to follow up, rather than initiating a 1v6. This lowers the chance of you wasting your ult by instantly feeding or the enemy team being able to heal through your damage. Only solo ult if it removes a high value target like a healer or a DPS that you know has a game-changing ult. Using a solo ult to stop an enemy team's push or to win a 1v1 against an enemy threat that is being oppressive to your team is also worth it. And lastly, you should also use your ultimate to stall the objective if your team is about to lose the point or match. Tip number 3. Don't hold forever. Use your ultimate to win a fight rather than waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. You don't have to get a hexa every time you ult for it to be valuable. Even 1 or 2 kills is often enough to turn the tide of a team fight, unless you're saving your ult to specifically counter another enemy ult, like Mag saving for Star-Lord. Then you should look to ult as soon as you find an opportunity to win an engagement, because you get your ult back so fast in this game. The more ults you can use in one game, the higher chance you'll get more value. However, if you realize the fight is already won, or you can win without using your ult, then by all means go ahead and save it. Tip number 4. Emergency usage. If you are about to die and haven't used your ult, it is often better to use it. You will often see people using their ult like a second life with heroes like Hela, Phoenix, Bucky, etc. However, if your ultimate startup animation makes you really vulnerable, like Punisher for example, then you should probably not ult, because it's very likely you won't even get it off. If you're on support, I also think it's acceptable to ult to save yourself, as a bad ult is still better than no healer, because more often than not, if one healer goes down, the fight is probably lost anyways. Tip number 5. Positioning. For certain heroes, you should ult from behind cover to avoid being stunned or killed during the animation, especially for heroes like Punisher or Star-Lord with a long starting animation. Tip number 6. Communication. Coordinate with teammates to avoid wasting multiple ultimates at once, like double support ulting or using too many offensive ults to win a fight when sometimes one would be enough. Tip number 7. Check your team status. Avoid wasting ultimates if the fight is already lost, like if 2 to 3 teammates are already dead. Tip number 8. Coordinate with your teammates to combo ultimates for maximum impact, especially for heroes that can CC the enemy team like Groot and Strange, or provide damage boosts like Rocket, Luna, and Gambit. In conclusion, to get the most value out of your ult, you should prioritize team-based engagements over selfish picks, as using ultimates alone often wastes the potential of winning a team fight. Only solo ult to secure critical picks like enemy supports, or to save yourself if death is imminent. Make sure to coordinate with your team so you don't waste your ultimate, but don't be afraid to use it if you see an opportunity to turn the team fight. I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.